But what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. John Leguizamo, you know, was on, I think, Good Morning America, MSNBC. He was promoting a show, you know, of Latino and Latino culture, and it caused us quite a bit of an uproar with saying Latinos built America. We're the oldest group, you know, oldest ethnic group in America, and you know, black people like myself are looking like, man, it sure sounds like you ripping off the reparations talking points, buddy. You know, we fought in every war. And it's like, so some people might be upset, but I'm not. Like, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think we should just let these people, let all these, not get in the way of all these people telling their story. Their story. Since we want to talk, because when people bring up CRT, they're really talking about Black history in America. They're not talking about everybody else's, right? But the other thing about that is this. Just like I have no issue with um, the LGBT community, or just the gay community, telling their story and citing their grievances in America and what they want and what they need and what they think is important. You know, they're fighting for things that, because everybody was tied to being black. Everybody, you know, was using our black struggle when it was convenient. So please, by all means, let them tell their story so people can see what they did do and what they didn't do and hold their history up under the microscope. You know, John Leguizamo thinks Latinos built America. Fine, cool, whatever. Hey, but you know, even though Hispanic isn't a race and Latino is kind of interesting hodgepodge, it's just like being white. Like you got a groups of people from different places in Central South America and the Caribbean, who some get along, some don't. But when it's convenient, they're all together and everybody's taking credit because everybody's Latino. And it covers races, white, black, mestizo, you know, which is a mix of, you know, whatever. And some people say they're indigenous and some, they're like, it's just a bunch of stuff, you know. So with us as black people, we should go, okay, let's see what you did. But let's see how much sauce y'all gonna put on it too. You know, let's see. Because if he's saying Latinos built America, Latinos was in every major war in America, I mean, you could technically say that. You can technically say Latinos was in every major war in America because it was either fighting in it or against America. I guess so. But if you're trying to use it as Americans they were in every war, no, this is not true whatsoever. But people need to, you know, let that come out. You know, this idea that the other thing about it is let these people tell their story because, you know, if that's your history, that's your history. But your birth certificate say you white, so I don't know how we're gonna do this. We got to see how y'all navigate this. Y'all, your birth certificate by birth you're gonna be white, but you know, Hispanic is not necessarily a race. It's just it's an ethnic group of a bunch of people, different people in the same group. You know, but the vast majority of them claim white. They don't claim that their birth certificate in America don't say Latino really. You get what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Um, Plus, you know, then we get into this conversation. Oh, we invented hip hop. We were half, and then you know, and I heard Tariq Nasheed talk about that too, where you know it's gonna go from Jamaicans saying they invented it and it really came from Jamaicans that was in America, and you know Puerto Ricans gonna say, yeah, we really created it, and we're gonna act like black people didn't create hip hop, even though all the history lines up that we did, right? And it becomes this picking and poaching. Same thing with the civil rights movement. Once I see somebody say, you know, we were a heavy part of the civil rights movement, I'm just gonna say, y'all gotta put sauce on everything. You know, same thing. You know, when people talk about quote unquote history of white people in America, you gotta, you know, fish through all the lies. Like, oh, that's not real. No, that's not real. No, that's a. Oh my goodness, I thought that was true. That's not true. No, and then people get that side eye. Like, what am I learning? Like, what is this country really? What are these people really? You know, because do you say, when people go, Hispanics or hard workers, Latinos are hard workers? I'm not even gonna disrespect that. I would think that's just being a hater. But also, let them carve out their own history and say what is, so people could, like I said, hold it under scrutiny and see if it's true. But also, you know, we can get out of this intersectionality, because with people who are Hispanic is white people who are Hispanic that people claim and don't claim when it's convenient. You get what I'm saying? Because Charlie Sheen is Hispanic, right? But guess what? He went his whole career like, I'm gonna just be white, right? So it's like, oh, okay. So Charlie Sheen is Hispanic, and then you got on the other end of the spectrum, Zoe Saldana is Hispanic, and she's black, but she's like, I don't want to be seen as black, and it's like, you know what, y'all could fix all of that by y'all own internal, Latino Hispanic history, or hierarchy of caste systems. Y'all do that, and now people don't get to come in and out when it's convenient for them. You know all of this coalitions, the black brown coalition, that's just, to me, is just one sided. We could that could come onto the table when you talk about Hispanic history, the black brown coalition. Let's see who you got historically that was brown, that was actually part of the black brown coalition that was doing stuff to help black people and Hispanics. So let's just see. Let's put it to the test. We've always had each other's back. Okay, well, let's see. Like, which one of your leaders are these people? We've always fought against, oppression and white supremacy. Yeah, okay, let's see. Let's see. And don't try to, throw a black person in and a black person here and a black person there. You know, you can't Reggie Jackson everybody. If y'all don't know what that means, Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, Hall of Fame baseball great baseball legend. His name is Reggie Jackson, but one of his parents is Puerto Rican, if I'm not mistaken. But his name is Reggie Jackson. So I think his dad is black. I think his mom is like Puerto Rican. And I remember you listen to his story. He talk about how his girlfriend was Mexican, and back in the day, the MLB didn't want people to know that, right? But what I mean by Reggie Jackson, everybody, if all of a sudden, Noriega is like the beginning of hip hop, and if you got a Hispanic cousin, auntie, it's like, yeah, well, they're Hispanic now, It's like, no, bro, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I mean, if y'all didn't, you know, can you lay claim to certain people? Yeah, but don't try to, uh, uh, $5 Hispanic as a term of play on being a $5 Indian. Don't try to drag extra people in. That's like, look, I'm not doing that. It's kind of like Naomi Osaka when she was in Japan. She was the black girl, right? And Japan didn't like her, but then when she won Wimbledon, oh, our Japanese people, like, man, I've been outside this whole time. Now you want to claim it, But we'll see. Let the history, get brought to the table and see what's what. So, cause sometimes you gotta let people put their stuff out there, man. Don't smack it down and crush it. No, just let's see. Okay, let's see what we talking about here. Let's really see. You know, they might bring up John Horse and Gaspar Younger, even in Latino history. We're like, yeah. So really, you mean to tell me it was the blacks that kicked off your Independence Day and Cinco de Mayo was really because of blacks that were slaves? Oh man, what is it? The Black Guerrero is like, that was black and brown coalition in a sense, but that died a long time ago. You know, we gonna see, man. I say let people, live and be and express themselves so we can see if it's real. That's just my opinion. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take you there.